Hey, today I'm going to take you through a walkthrough of my garage gym. Hey, this is Greg with Discovering Strength, the channel focused on all things garage gym. If you like what you see, consider subscribing below. All right, so I decided that I would update my walkthrough of my garage gym. It's been about a year since I posted the last video, and you can check out that one at the link above. But I'm just gonna go kind of systematically through here and point out what I've gotten here. If you do want to check out any of these items, I do leave links to all of them in the description below. All right, so starting over here first, I've got my 3 benches. I've got the Fitness Reality 1000 bench, and I think they have an updated version of this. This one is about 4 years old, so it's really served my purposes pretty well. But I've also got 2 rep fitness benches. I've got the rep, this is the FB5000. Absolutely love it. And then I've got another adjustable bench. I've got the rep AB3000 bench over there. And it's also a really solid bench. Definitely an upgrade for me over the Fitness Reality 1000. But still not a bench that I'm absolutely 100% in love with. There are a few things that I don't necessarily love. All right, and then behind my benches, I've got the Assault Bike Classic. Mainly my wife uses that to do high intensity workouts. She does a lot of street parking, so it's a great cardio option for that. And you can also see throughout the gym, I do have horse stall mats in. I think that is a change from last year. And you can see on either side of my gym in here on the walls, I've got these Titan cable tower machines. I've installed them in a way so that I can use them as a cable crossover, and I've really loved that. I've loved both of these. I think, for the versatility, you just can't really beat the price. It's, I think, about $200, and I use them all the time. So I'm really happy with those. And you can see I've got down here at the bottom of the cable tower, I've got some of the attachments that I use for those. Nothing too special about those. Got a number of these things just off of Amazon. I don't think cable attachments are really something you need to break the bank on, personally. And then behind, I've got some weight plates from a local company I got here. Nothing too special about those, just got them pretty cheap. And my wife does use the sandbag for some of her street parking workouts. This one is also just a kind of a no-name brand. I think she got it off of eBay in the height of the pandemic. So nothing too special about that. Behind those, I've got my kettlebells. So I've got from 20 up to 45 pounds. Like everything, I start a little bit light and then I keep going heavier. And honestly, I'd like to have heavier kettlebells as well. But who knows, we'll see. Don't really have the space for it in my garage. Then over this way on the ground, I've got one of 2 of my Titan T3 spotter arms. These things are absolutely heavy duty, and I have really loved them. As you can see, I don't have a great place to store them. So right now they just sit on the ground. I'd like to be able to get them up on the wall. Thought about kind of mounting them over here off to the side, but we'll see what I get to in the future. Then behind that, you can see I've got 2 different landmine attachments. The one here in the back is the Titan landmine attachment, and then this is just a DIY version I made out of PVC pipe. And actually, I love this one with the PVC pipe. I built it off of a caster wheel. And the thing is awesome. I definitely love it a lot more than the Titan version. And the DIY version is super cheap. I think I did it for about $10 or something like that. All right, and then just taking a step back here, you can also see that I've got mirrors all along this one wall. That was one thing that I absolutely wanted to do when we moved into this house and started building the garage gym. It's, you know, just great to be able to check your form. It also makes the space feel bigger than it is. And these mirrors are, they're bathroom vanity mirrors that I got from Lowe's. I think each one was about just under $50. All right, and then the centerpiece of the gym is my squat rack. And this is the Titan Fitness T3 rack. And I absolutely love it. This thing is a beast. I think it's a great option for anybody. This one specifically is the 24-inch depth version. It also comes in a 36-inch depth. And honestly, if I had a little more space in here, I would go with the 36-inch depth version. It allows you more space to be able to work inside the rack. Then on the rack, you can see I've got some weight plate storage. These bigger storage pegs are the ones that actually at the time came with the T3 rack. I think now they are add-on items. So those are super sturdy. I also added some utility pegs to the rack, and these are DIY utility pegs. And that was a pretty simple solution to be able to add some storage here. And you can see that I've got storage plates on either side over here. Then on the other side, I've got my 45s and 25s. And then up on the top of the T3 rack, I've got the wide dip attachment, the Titan wide dip attachment. And that's been a good addition. I like using that for dips. All right, and another thing I loved about the T3 rack is that it had this option to also get this lat pull down attachment. So I did buy that when I bought the T3 rack, and I've absolutely loved it. Having the lat pull down plus these cable towers just, you know, allows me to do so much with a small space. All right, then coming down here to the ground, I've got my lifting platform that I built. These are pretty simple to build. Mine was a little more complicated because I also wanted to build a wedge underneath it so that it would create a flat surface in my garage. Just the way I have my squat rack oriented in here, doing squats on that slight slope in my garage, over time I noticed that it was contributing to some back issues I was having. So I built this wedge underneath it to provide that flat lifting surface. All right, then moving to the other side of the rack, up at the top here, I have recently added the Titan Sphere Grip pull-up bar. And while it doesn't look all that aesthetically pleasing, because you can see that it's actually larger than the cross member I've got there, so it sticks off the side. Despite that, I actually really love this. I haven't done too much with using the sphere grips, but I love having all the different grip options for doing pull-ups, chins, those sorts of movements. Okay, and then up at the top, you also see back there that I've got my yoga ball, which I used to use a lot more than I do now, but it is nice to be able to do like hamstring roll-ins and things like that with it. And then down below that, I've also got some more DIY plate storage. This is my DIY version of a profile weight plate storage system. And basically it's just a 2x4 with some plumbing pipes attached to it. And that's worked out pretty well for me, although I'm gonna have to take another look at how to attach these little floor flanges to this, because this bottom one has actually started coming loose, and I think I need some more heavy duty screws to be able to hold that up. All right, then we've got we got a slam ball down here. Don't use that all that often. We've just had it for years. And then over here, I've got this foldable back extension machine. And you know, I really love it. It's not the highest quality item I've got here in the garage gym, but it definitely does the job. All right, and then I've got my wall storage over here. I really love these items. I got them from Amazon. They're from a company called Wall Control. And it's really great system to be able to get everything up off the wall. And it comes in a bunch of different colors. I like white. I think the white and black looks pretty good in here. And then some of the items I've got on here, you can see that I've got this set of, these are the Walmart Essentials Lat Pulldown grips. They're an awesome value for money. I think they go for about $130 for the set of 5, which, you know, when you're comparing this to the mag grips, which are the original, you can't beat the price. Then I've also got a pair of these Mad Spotter hooks. Just recently did a review and unboxing videos on those. I really like those. They're not perfect, but they definitely help me to use my loadable dumbbell handles, which are down there at the bottom. And those are from Titan Fitness as well. I've kind of had mixed emotions about those, mainly because they were kind of hard to use. But with getting these Mad Spotter hooks, it's allowed me to use them much more. All right, and then I've also got a dip belt here. This one's from, what's the company called? It's Demoose Fitness, another at least Amazon product I got. Then I've got this is a Vulcan strap. This is a good alternative to using a rope attachment for your cable machine. And I've also got back there this IPR Fitness like donkey kickback attachment. Down at the bottom, I've also got that ab wheel. I like to take that out from time to time. And then over here, you see I've got my dumbbells. And you see that this is a set from 5 to 50-pound dumbbells. You know, honestly, when it comes down to what I use the most, I probably use dumbbells more than anything else. Even a lot more than using a barbell. So I think having a great set of dumbbells is an essential. And I can't leave out my flags I've got up there. So I obviously have the American flag, but alongside that I've got the Korean flag. And that's because my family and I lived in Korea for a number of years. So it holds a special place in our hearts and had to have a place here in the garage gym. All right, then down here I've got my fan. This is definitely an essential, especially being here in South Florida. But I end up just putting that in the doorway over here, and it just blows the AC into my garage. I usually don't work out with the garage door open. One, because it's hot here in South Florida, and two, the mosquitoes are usually terrible, so I try to keep the garage door closed. All right, then looking behind the fan, let's see what we got back here. So down here on the bottom, I've got the monkey feet attachment by Animal House, and I also recently did videos on that. And then I've got some more wall storage, a few more cable attachments, and down here at the bottom, maybe one of my most important items in here is having music in the garage gym, and this is just the Amazon Echo Dot, but in a one-car garage like I've got, it definitely fills it up with sound. All right, then taking a step back here, you see up above my door, I mounted a TV. Sometimes I watch TV, other times I'll just project what I have on my cell phone up onto the screen so we can follow our programming. All right, and then over here, I've got my Rep Fitness padded or soft Plyobox, I think was what it's called. This is the 16, 20, 24 version. I think it's the perfect size. We use that quite a bit. Yeah, mosquitoes are terrible, so I gotta get my bug zapper in there. Moving over to this wall, I've got the Titan trap bar. This is the rackable version, and I've liked that a lot. I also have my dumbbells up there. I've got the barbells. And I've got the barbell holder up on the wall to get them up out of the way. The bottom bar there is from Rogue. It's the Rogue Echo bar. And then above that one, I've just got kind of a no-name bar I've had for many years. The newest addition is this one here. It's from the Boneyard, the Rogue Boneyard, but it's the Bella Bar 2.0. And that's really helpful, especially for my wife. She wanted to add that, and it's a nice addition to the bars we've gotten here. Then I've got the Xmark Lumberjack EZ curl bar right there, and then just a few other items that I've put up on here to get out of the way. This one here in the middle is just the fat grip pull-up bar that came with my T3 rack. I just haven't used it. And up on top, I've got the Titan, it's actually the T2 version, but the Titan leg holder. Use it for lat pull downs, connecting it to your rack. I have a video forthcoming on that. And up above that, you can see I've got my gym name up there, La Fuerza Gym, and kind of our family motto, which is we can do hard things. All right, then looking over this way, you can see I've got just some random storage, garage junk that I've got up and out of the way. I put in some shelving up there. That's one thing. I'm always looking for new storage options, how to get things up and out of the way. That's been pretty good for me. And then one of the last items I've got in here is the Mix Fitness bike. So far, I've used this almost every day to get my cardio in, and it's been a really great option for me. And then off to the corner over here, is kind of a junk corner slash storage. I've got my foam roller, plus I've got this lifting belt from Dark Iron Fitness, a bunch of resistance bands. I've got my DIY kind of TRX system that I use from time to time, and got a jump rope up there, more bands up here at the top. And lastly, one thing that I almost forgot to mention is up here at the top, I have recently installed gymnastics rings. Up there at the top, the anchor is from Titan Fitness, and then the rings are from another just Amazon company called Gonex. I haven't used the rings all that much, but for the few things I've used them for, it's nice to have them. I'm not in love with the straps I've got in here to use these, so I'll probably be changing those out in the future. All right, then lastly, I've got up here on my garage door, can't see it all that well, but I also got this sign made for for the channel, also just to kind of customize the gym. And that, you know, brings a little more color, a little more character into the garage gym. All right, so that pretty much does it for the walkthrough of the garage gym in 2022. As you can see, I'm definitely filling up the space. I'm running into that situation where I have to make the decision on what do I really want, what do I need to get rid of, but I'm always adding stuff. So, you know, stay tuned for more additions, and let me know what you like, what you dislike. If you had any suggestions on things I could change in here, I'd love to hear them, and we'll see you next time.